Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you a brief update. This is the 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. In a previous video we shared with you where we had quite a bit of corrosion and rust through and some pieces missing along the front here. We had a lot of corrosion along that rail, and the floor pan was removed, the rusty one that had a bunch of pinholes and kind of like Swiss cheese through it. So that was removed in the previous video. So what we've done since then is we've made new pieces that fit in here. So we made the new lower plate, and you can see it's the same shape, the same thickness. So there's a bottom support rail, and then we repaired the top rail and drilled holes. And it's a little bit sloppy here. We're going to clean all this up from the welding. So now we've got new structural pieces in here to strengthen it, and now that is as it should look, other than being tidied up. And then along the back here, which this is going to be where our seat riser gets attached to it, and here's our new floor. Before we were able to put the floor in, you can recall in the earlier video, this piece along here that the seat sets into was all rotted away. So that was cut and removed out, and then we made this piece that we shared with you. We had the rough cut piece. So we've put the new metal in. So from here down in the step, that's all new from one side to the other, and we welded that in place. And then we have the proper seam, and then the floor pan fits in between, and then we set it in place. We modified it to fit properly, and then we welded that floor all in place and then ground the weld smooth. So now that we have the structural part done, our next step is going to be to prepare that seat riser, the front bench seat. And what we'll do is we'll get that cleaned up and ready, and then we'll install the seat riser. We're going to weld it to the new floor. And then once we have that done, then our attention will continue on down to the side quarter panel. So you can see on this side quarter panel, in an earlier video we talked about or shared with you all the rust that's here. So we removed the majority of the dents. You can see there's some residual evidence of the heat that we needed to use, because you can see the ripples where the gray shows us where the lower spots are, and then these were really deep dents, indentations, and between hammer and dollying and heating it, we were able to shape or form the metal back to really close to where it should be. And then we have this excellent reproduction lower quarter panel piece, and we talked briefly about it in the earlier video. It is the correct stamping. It's very close to the same shape. It is the same stamping that Ford used with the curl over, and this being the Roadster, it has the longer quarter panel, and then we've just temporarily marked it here. So what we'll end up doing is we dry fit the new patch panel in place, and then once we dry fit it in, we'll start marking and cutting, because what we want to do is have a nice transition where this new piece will fit correctly with the original quarter panel. So quite a bit of work still to do, but the nice thing is we got this front half done, and it's going quite nicely. So brief update, this is the 1928 Ford Model A Roadster, and I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.